Sir, certain business people justify their malpractices such as adulteration, reduced measurements, etc. They say honesty is not a best policy for making money. What is your opinion?
This is a commercial question, and almost all merchants think that to a certain extent public sin is allowed in merchandise. But you must understand one thing. In Hinduism, there is a Vanijya Dharma. Vanijya Dharma is the code of conduct for merchants. Hinduism says that honest merchandise will result probably in lesser profit, but not in total loss. When the merchant buys a thing for 10 rupees and sells it for 200 rupees, it is not honesty. He would tell a lie to the customer. He would say, I bought it for 195 rupees. Because the customer is forced to the corner by need and necessity, he buys it. But if he is honest enough, he can lessen the profit. He need not sell for 200 rupees. He buys a thing for 10 rupees. He can sell it for 30 rupees or 40 rupees or 50 rupees. It's okay. But he is greedy. He expects profit to the extent of 10 times, 20 times. Talk of the adulteration. They add stones to rice, or they add third quality grains to the first quality grain. Or talk of this mismeasurement. They give you wrong measurements in scales, in meters. They follow that. They say only then we can make money. They want to compete with worse merchants, merchants who have least morals. They go to any extent of committing sins to earn money. This man looks at that merchant and he wants to compete with that man. He consults him. He says, I buy a thing for 10 rupees, I sell it for 300 rupees. You also do it. So, this sort of infiltration of bad notions. But God is watching all that. You must understand that merchants who resort to immoral, unlawful ways of selling, they pay for it. You go and you can observe that they are suffering from diseases, family complications. You know, these merchants who go on the wrong way, they pay for it. Their family happiness is gone. They have 100 problems in family and diseases. They spend huge sums of money for medical needs. Think of the agony they suffer from. So nothing goes a waste. By foregoing some amount of unlawful profit, you might look less in the sight of the other merchants who go to the dishonest way. But God blesses you with peace of mind, with health and a happy family. Further, you can be happy about your future, your next birth. You can have a clean conscience. You can hope for a better birth. By doing all these nasty tricks, you are losing your punya, your righteousness. Lord Shiva says in Vyasabharata, in Shankara Gita, that a man who adopts mismeasurement, say he measures 2 meters of cloth as 3 meters, or he measures 1 kilo of grain as 2 kilos by resorting to unlawful means. That man is born as a dwarf in the next birth. You see dwarfs in the circus show, 2 feet high, 3 feet high. They are laughed at by people. Lord Shiva says, God pays them in the same coin. You adopted mismeasurement. I give you a dwarf measurement in physical size. That is his answer. So, honesty must be practiced in merchandise also as much as possible.